All right, make sure the music up. How's everyone doing in the chat? Make sure the stream's up as well, or at least on my end. All right, we're good. All right, so how's everyone doing this wonderful, wonderful leak day? Oh, make sure my tablet's off. All right, now we're good. Always got to set everything, make sure everything is good. But I hope you guys are doing good. I see a couple people in chat already. Venom. I think I knew a Venom when I first started the channel, but it might be a different Venom. But it's good to see everyone in chat because I know these leaks are about to be crazy. I already saw Myamura posted something about Pew. Oh, snap. Oh, I got to pull this up now. Leaks going crazy tonight. Yes, you already know. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Make sure the screen's good. All right. Okay. So it looks like Myamura said something about Pew Piece. Sukuna uses a new technique and Yuji loses one leg. Oh man. Oh, that's insane. How am I doing? I'm a little worried right now. That's how I'm doing. Oh my gosh. They took my boy's leg. It's Yuji though. He's gonna, I bet you take away Yuji's arms, legs, he doesn't care. He's gonna still fight. He'll bite you to death if it comes down to it. Yeah, Gege wilding out. A new technique takes. So this is actually interesting because it's probably something, another sort of aspect of Shrine is what I'm guessing. Sukuna Kaisen is coming back. No, not the Sukuna Kaisen come back. We had enough of that, haven't we? But y'all know we have to, Sukuna has to get his lick back. Eventually. Even though it's only been like 2 chapters since Yuji cooked, so yeah, Sukuna has to get his lick back. He has to remind him who's the main antagonist. Alright. Alright, looks like he made another post. Leaks in 15 minutes. Gege drew 5 double spreads in this chapter. All of them are Sukuna hype. Oh, that is hilarious. All of them are Sukuna hype. Yuji on his Netero arc. It didn't end off too good for Netero, did it? It was awesome, but it didn't. That didn't really work out too good for Netero. Although in the end, he did take, what's his name's not life, Miriam's. So we're gonna see how this cycle's gonna end. Will Yuji, is it gonna come down to his life for Sukuna's? That's gonna be interesting. Oh my gosh, bro, Sukuna really turned it all around. They Yuji up and pissed him off. He activated the beast. This guy loves Sukuna, you know, or you already know. Gege, he's gonna. Yep, he remember who the main antagonist was. Man, that's crazy. My goodness. That is insane. 5 double spreads in this chapter. All of them are Sukuna hype. So basically, it'd be 5 double spreads of Yuji getting his butt beat. Gege D-riding. He's eating. Oh my gosh. He's back at it again. I don't think that's a negative thing though. I just find that so hilarious. That when Gege allows Sukuna to cook, bro just cooks. Oh snap. Yeah, Sukuna, He uses a new technique. So if it's a new technique, it's probably like, what can I say? Yeah, it's probably something different than slash. It might be something different than slashing. You guys think it's the fire? Some sort of, is it elemental? Does it manipulate a concept? There's a lot of options. Not the flames. Man, he might have pulled out Fuga and did something. I just can't wait to see it. My goodness. That is insane. 5 double spreads. Hey, what's up, everyone in chat? Eno Glazer, I see you. Saku. Oh, man. You guys already know it's about to be a crazy, crazy leaks. I missed the last leaks. That was one of the crazier nights. Yuji is Sukuna's nephew. They're both cooking. Apparently, it's a Sukuna Kaisen chapter. But it is what it is. Any leaks yet? We got a couple of new, some new info, but no pages yet. Apparently, this is, again, like I was saying, Sukuna Kaisen. What it do, Unk? Yeah, Yuji has a very, very interesting family now, apparently. He already had a very interesting family, full of delusional brothers and family members like Todo. Chozo's actual brother. Now his uncle Sukuna. His dad is Sukuna's brother, or his Sukuna's bewitched soul that transcended 1,000 years. So yeah, it's all just JJK strangeness. Man, I see y'all. Some of y'all saying 5 double spreads of straight meat writing. Y'all take me out. Yeah, I think this Sukuna's about to, man, he's about to absolutely cook this boy. He really don't have to do him like that either. I have to update my chat. Let me refresh it real quick. All right. A family full of freaks. Oh man, let me make sure I refresh the page as well. He used his anti-Yuji curse technique from the hand era. Please, no. We can't have that. Man, Sukuna he literally has an answer for everything. And you can't say nothing. You really can't say nothing because it's Sukuna. How else is it gonna go? It's just Sukuna. Not this, you guys already know the Sukuna Kaisen cycle. Sukuna, a new character shows up to fight Sukuna. They cook a little bit. Sukuna locks in. He does his gamer lean a little bit more, and it's done. The cycle continues. Bro, Sukuna gonna throw a pot at Yuji. That almost seems like something like a family member would do. Bro is literally his uncle. Sukuna remembered he has an anti-Black Flash curse technique, man. And Sukuna is just, not only is he like incredibly, you guys already know, incredibly like talented, well-versed, an absolutely strong sorcerer, but he also is such a freaking tank. This dude ate 8 Black Flashes, and he's just pissed. He's just annoyed. This dude's like at 3% health, and he's just, he's still going. Plot armor now. Don't worry if it gets bad. Who'll step in? Eno Glazer, you talking about Eno? Who's gonna step in? I'll step in? Oh my gosh. I think Eno had his fill today. Gege better not play with us tonight. Man. He has plans for us. And all it involves is Sukuna glaze. Y'all think Sukuna's shrine technique is going to be explained tonight. I very much hope that it is explained. There's so much that is yet to be revealed about Sukuna's shrine and literally what his actual curse technique is, because currently we only know two aspects of his shrine: dismantle and cleave, and the unknown fire technique. And he's so far he's only need those two things to cook most of the verse, literally. I'm still in the corner waiting for Nobara to show up. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that one? If you were kind of following a little earlier, saw that one fake leaker talking about Nobara. Man, I was dead. It's too many frauds out here imitating Mia. What if Hanami comes back to fight Hanami? Number one, Eno Glaze, you're taking me out right now. I hope we get Sukuna era flashback soon. I think we all want that. I certainly want that. That's what I need. I need so much more depth on Sukuna. Even if it was only like, even just one chapter, I'd really like three or four chapters focusing on the flashback. But it doesn't have to be that much. Just some more info on Sukuna. I think that adds so much to him. He already has so much aura. Just to see it fleshed out would be amazing. Sukuna doing binding vow to cheat everything in his way. I mean, that's how most binding vows work. The trade-off is that you trade off one thing in order to accomplish another. And you think about how that scales to Sukuna as a sorcerer. He's gonna cook. Angel still has a chance. Man, Angel. What has Angel been doing besides sitting at a screen? Sitting behind the screen, I mean. Someone else using her curse technique. But it would be cool to see them in a flashback as well. I hope it's not Hikari. Hikari's been fighting Uruume since the beginning of school. And now I got 9 weeks left. Dang, has it been that long? Man, I know it's been like 20 plus chapters. So that's definitely like 20 plus weeks. So that's pretty insane. But it is what it is. Like, you really, these Hikari fans, you're not going to stop their hype no matter what. Been 20 chapters, they're still going to let their king cook. So we're going to see if we're even going to even slip back for that for a couple of panels. Seems like we're only 5 minutes till leaks. It seems like Myamura is fast now. At least I don't see any other people posting yet. But I'm glad it's Mia. But he did lose to use the World Slash against Gojo. Nothing. He did lose to use he lost the World Slash against Gojo. Not that he lost the World Slash, but he had to use that binding vow for the World Slash now. I always think that's interesting how Sukuna at that point when he was about to win, what was that, 235? When he was about to win, even this Sukuna basically he just up and one tapped Gojo. This is such a crazy transition. I always think about that. I just turn over in my sleep like, what? Sukuna's on 1% HP, turns around, just says, nuh-uh. Absolutely no diffs him. Not that it was a no diff, but in that moment, just took him out. And then Gege explains it 10 chapters later. That was amazing. Chapter begins with Sukuna saying, sorry, Yuji, Gege said it's my turn again. So basically, Sukuna inherits Gege's pen and writes his own story. I Will Despise, chapter 236. Yeah. As much as I like initially, if you guys saw my reviews, man, I did not vibe with that chapter. But after a little bit of time, I do understand. Like emotionally, I connect with the chapter. But this transition was crazy. Just from Gojo 1 to an immediate flashback. This was the scariest thing ever. I remember this leak night too. I was so heated. When Myamura announced it was a flashback, I was like, it's over. Gege said it's wraps. If only I was there, I would have stopped the attack. Why weren't you there, I'll never know. He was too busy dusting off his shiesty. Or like 70% damage and 50% HP. Well, in terms of physically, he was pretty cooked. But he still had a lot left in the tank. Apparently, I think Sukuna said after he fought Gojo, he was around, in terms of cursed energy, he was around, Yuta's level, which is still insane. Hey, Marvolo, good to see you in chat, man. And who would I miss? Marcio, it's good to see you guys. The chapter begins with Yuji's left leg talking to Gojo. What? But would Gege lose? Nah, I'd glaze. You already know that's gonna happen. 5 double spreads of Sukuna glaze. Sukuna either makes a comeback or the series ends. I think the series ended soon, but Sukuna looks like he's making a comeback this chapter. If Gojo comes back right now, he beats Sukuna in my opinion. That's why he can't come back, because we can't have a Mickey win like that. Although right now it's looking like what else is anyone gonna do? He didn't revive because he got the special treatment for deficient people. Oh my gosh. I believe Sukuna will pull out his spear perhaps. I wonder, but how will he attain that? I think his spear's name is Hatan. I think that's what it was called in 238. Man, I gotta go to TCB because these are terrible. Even the official scans are terrible. Yeah, I hope Sukuna pulls out something new though. I think this chapter will be a new aspect of Shrine. Yeah, he had his pair of cursed tools. If Shrine is a storage technique, that's how he would do it. Yes, he'd pull it out of his ferritory or whatever it is. Glazer, I need Ghetto's headless body to lock in and go help Yuji. I think Ghetto's done with this world, but I see what you're saying. His headless body just comes up and starts helping out. Even though it has no reason to. I'm sure he's nice. Ghetto's nice and dandy. Over in whatever afterlife he is with Gojo. Gege will probably descend from the sky and hand it to him. Oh my gosh. I'll say there's not a lot of what can I even say? Did it happen this chapter? I think it was 237 when he got the other cursed tool. Because I think, yeah, Yorozu gave him the Vajra dagger. And the only purpose the dagger served, the only purpose that the Kamotoke, I think, yeah, that the Vajra served was to let Sukuna escape from Hagurama's domain effect. I remember Kametoke being supreme martial solution. Well, Azul, that translation sucked absolute ass cheeks. So We're going with Kamutoke. But yeah, things really work out for Sukuna. But I was saying here with the Kamutoke tool, I was saying that's like the very not few, but that was one instance where I felt like it was kind of an ass pull, but it was explained because Yorozu gave him the gift. But the only reason I say it's an ass pull because the only reason that existed was to give Sukuna a way out. But it is what it is. Oh, let me make sure I update it. We should be approaching the leaks now with the picture. If it'll load. Yeah, I think he's a little past this mark. My phone didn't update, so I didn't see it yet. When is the leaks coming out? It should be out by now, but Myamura is taking a little slower. Could Sukuna eat Urume to gain power? That could be something. I imagine he gains something from eating people. Yuji gains cursed energy, and he can gain techniques apparently from the death wombs. So maybe Sukuna does gain things when he eats people. When will my glorious red-scaled fish Dagon return? Dagon hype in the big 24? That's insane, Glazer. It was actually really easy to understand why he got his way out reading Haguruma and Yuji's conversation carefully. Yes, it was easy to understand, but I was thinking about the purpose that tool held. Not the situation that they're in, but the actual purpose that Kamutoke held was to basically give Sukuna a way out of that situation. I wish Gege would stop playing with our emotions. Biggest glazer in history. Though that's not to say anything really negative about the situation with Sukuna, though. Because like you were saying, Marcio, everything is explained. I wish Gege would stop playing with our emotions. Biggest glazer. Biggest glazer. I just can't stop thinking about Gege just glazing Sukuna. It's hilarious. Uh-oh. This is the most legendary chapter. Oh, looks like my Twitter's freaking crashing out. Bro, I just started your 2-year eternity talk about playing with emotions. Yeah, that's freaking dark. If Gege was glazing Sukuna, it might cause cause a little trouble. A little trouble, you say? Bro, why is my thing? Oh, this was someone else's tweet. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was someone else's. This is the most legendary chapter I've ever seen. What time are the leaks? The leaks should already be dropping by now, if I'm being honest, because that's the timer that Myamura set. So now we're just waiting on Miyamura's time. Or whatever leaker comes first. Does Ragnarok have anything? Let me see. I don't see anything here. Hold on. Okay. Now they have the chapter. Alright. So we're waiting on Miyamura's translations, but Ragnarok does have the thing. Let me see if I could put it in chat so you guys could see it. And pin it. Pin. All right. So Yuji starts off the chapter. Sukuna starts. No, the narrator starts yapping. And Sukuna's about to use a new technique. Let me zoom in. I'm cool. We're ready for Myamura. So damn, Yuji not waking up at the airport yet? What are y'all talking about? Aren't y'all supposed to be supporting our MC? Let me see Myamura said anything. But we can go over the images though. Because I know that's what people pay attention to the most. So Sukuna uses his... My God. He uses a new technique. We don't know what it's called yet. It looks like he's summoning a giant cursed amalgamation. Full chapter leaks. Okay, so we're a little ahead of him. I think he actually does... What is that? Does he do open? Fukuma Mizushi. Isn't that his let me zoom. Fukuma Mizushi. That's his domain. What is this? It's like he's summoning something. Interesting. Its output is very wide. I can't tell if it's like spirit manipulation or something else, but it destroys whatever it's shooting out. Its output is wide. It destroys Mei's crows. It's kind of messing up the feed. And then looks like we're at a flashback from this black panel. All right, let me see if Myamura said anything. Translate. I like how Myamura just post the they just post the raws, then just says I'm going to translate later. We can't tell what they're discussing yet, but it's something very big. All right. Okay. So this okay, so Yuji looks like he's doing simple domain here. So what Sukuna did is his domain. It's an open domain. This must be the... Okay, this is what it is. All right, I didn't understand that at first. It's his domain. He's doing it with one hand? What? He can't do the Enma-ten, right? Right, guys? Am I right? He has one hand right now. He has two right hands. You cannot do Enma-ten with two right hands. But this is a domain, so it looks like a domain at least. At least because this looks like what he did with Malevolent Shrine. Fukuna Mizushi. But probably what they're discussing in the flashback is Sukuna's domain. So Yuji, he has simple domain. He's using some sort of anti-domain countermeasure. It looks like simple domain of some type. Man, this is glorious. Sukuna's popping off. He's using an entirely new ability we haven't seen. It looks like wind or something. This dude, what hand sign is that? It looks like he has his fingers crossed, like Gojo's. Sukuna's circle continues the cycle. Glaze Kaisen, we are so back. Still holding back, I guess. Hikari will walk through it. Trust. I'm not thinking about Hikari right now. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the page is glitched out. Oh man. Oh no. We were just at the good part. Oh no. Oh man. That's crazy. That side is that side is real sketchy. Airport panel incoming. Yuji will use his gang signs files archive. What? Oh wow, Gege Glace and Sukuna never saw that coming. Man, that was insane. Sukuna just used... it basically feels like Sukuna used like an entirely new aspect of his domain, and I don't even know how he did it because he only has one working hand. It looked like he used a single hand sign like Gojo did as well. Oh my gosh. It just crashed out on me. Yuji will use hidden technique Glock on Sukuna. Sukuna spinning around, spinning the block. Calm down, people. They've got this. Don't doubt our heroes. It's Sukuna, though. He's just finna cook no matter what they do. He's using a single-handed domain like nothing. Like, has he even done that before? Sukuna pulled out the gang signs, Crip style. I'm really mad at this freaking scanlation crashing out on me, bro. Like, was the link working for anyone? Let me go back. Because that's freaking crazy. Hold on. It was not like this before. Yo, enemy, you hang out Discord after the leaks. I may, but we'll see. Hear me out. Yuji counters with his own domain expansion. It's good to see you, though, J. Joe. Hear me out. Yuji counters with his own domain expansion. He should have done that off the rip, if I'm being honest. Instead, Yuji uses a simple domain or something like that, or anti-domain. One of the leaks are already out, but the scan site I was on pretty much crashed out on me, so yeah, it's crashing out on me. The whole site. And the last couple of pages crashed out right when we were at the good part. So we're waiting on Myamura or to see if someone else has the leaks. But it looks like these other sites are just not working out for me. It's getting heavy traffic. That's why it's not working. Definition of breaking the internet. Yo, Yugi loses his Jordans, man. Yuji loses his Jordans. Sukuna man, he's looking like the MC. Gotta go to JJK Mia, not Gojover. But Gojover is better. But they might have posted. I'm gonna check out the other one. JJK Mia. I'll check out the other one out. Let me pull it up here on my other page. All right. Since JJK's me a little faster, we're going to review. And looks like they're covering the main. Bruh. I didn't even get to that part. I didn't get to that part yet. Because I just saw him use Fuga. Yo, enemy, it's confirmed Sukuna has a new domain. Page count, recap. It's the leaks right now. Unfortunately, it's a little too messy. And the site I was on, where I was trying to catch a little bit of ground, is crashing out. So, Ragnarok was in backwards order. It was in the right order, I think. But yeah, this other site has the pages I was missing. Yeah, because it was already leaked. What Myamura said, or what he retweeted, was that Sukuna uses a new technique and that Yuji loses his leg. So now Sukuna, we didn't see it on paper, but he uses a new domain on Yuji. And now after that, he uses this. And this looks like his open, when he says open, Fuga. and he uses his flames. And this is actually the ending panel. So I don't know why they posted that first, or wow, why is it in reverse? That's mad weird. Why is it going from top down? That's interesting. So in a second I'm gonna reset and try to find the right order. Domain expansion number one Glazer. Yeah, this is the part where I think this is the part where he uses a new technique, because this is a new domain where he's literally summoning this giant. This looks like this is an open barrier as well, where he summons this giant cursed amalgamation. Its output is extremely wide. Yuji uses simple domain, and they discuss the nature of his domain. Yuji, Chozo, Yuiyu, the others talk about souls and Mahito, whom Yuji fought. Sukuna's new domain. It's up, it retaliates. Yuji protects himself with simple domain. Then Sukuna runs through Yuji with dismantles. This is crazy. The way it's drawn. Yuji loses his leg. Oh my goodness. He's blown away, loses his leg. He's still up. But then immediately after, ending the entire chapter, Sukuna uses open. So it's 1, 2. I see 2 double spreads so far. Okay. So Myamura has not posted yet. The other leaker posted some stuff. Man, don't you guys love how the leaks are just everywhere? The leaks are just everywhere. I used to love when it was just Myamura. I know I mentioned this like almost every stream, but things were so much better with Myamura. The more Sukuna ass pulls, the more Gojo looks like a fraud. How does that work, Falco? Man, they doing all this for bum Gumi. I think they just gotta kill Sukuna now, because F trying to save Megami, they gotta kill Sukuna or they're all gonna die. So it's true though, not gonna lie. 2 domains, bro. Gojo was never the strongest. Oh man. Bro was just holding back multiple things. Bro had 2 domains. And, well, that would mean the part of his brain healed after regaining black flashes. So it doesn't completely put Gojo in the dirt when Sukuna brings out a new domain. Because it was stated multiple times how much Gojo nerfed him. So it's not terribly bad, but he's still pretty much hold Gojo. Okay, what's happening? Is 258 out yet? It is out. 258 is out. The panels are a bit of a mess right now, and we're waiting on the real Myamura to drop accurate, concise translations, but the chapter is out and Sukuna's absolutely cooking. This holding back is ruining Sukuna ruining Sukuna as a character. That's all Sukuna's been doing. This entire story is holding back. Alright, looks like the myth guy is a bit, not Mia, myth is a bit concise. He has the first 2 pages. Sukuna couldn't get back his RCT after Yuji's black flashes. Okay. Then he uses Malevolent Shrine. I've never seen it like this. What? But even then, oh, that's what that panel was. It was Yuji's domain breaking. I didn't even think about that at the time. Or Yuji simple domain. It's an apocalypse, the entire area. Yep, so this indeed was... Yeah, I should have already knew that by the crow was breaking like this. Malevolent Shrine. Why does Malevolent Shrine look like this, though? It's this little spine thing almost looks like that thing from Megami. That Megami had as well. Enemy stand user, the domain is a freaking blender. Yeah, that's one way to put it. That's actually... that's also a cooking utensil. Or like a item or something like that. He uses one hand like Gojo. Copied him. Yes, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying when I first realized it was a domain. Like it was established that he uses Enma 10, right? Let me see if I could pull up where he did it. Or at least where he said that. It wasn't like 255. It was one of the Miguel chapters. Yeah, it was this chapter. Yeah, it was this one. It said it was one of these. It said he has to use Enma 10. I really want to find it now. When he has to use both his hands. In order to activate broad targeted world severing dismantle, the same hand sign used for Malevolent Shrine, Enma 10, was required. Alright, so his hand sign for Malevolent Shrine was that Enma 10. So his hand, so basic Sukuna, he is missing 2 left arms. His lower right arm's unusable, and the only working arm is his upper right. And he's using one hand like he's Gojo. And I'm pretty sure he's using the same hand seal too, the Indra seal. Okay, gay. So his binding vow didn't mean shit. Well, it didn't mean... His binding vow meant something for the world slash, but for his domain... I don't know. It seems like he'd have to use both hands, but apparently he does not. Man, that's so weird to think about. He just... And it looks like, from what I saw, it looks like he used the same hand gesture, the Indra gesture, that Gojo uses, where he crosses his fingers. I mean, come on, how much can this guy handle? Those black flashes didn't mean anything. If I'm being honest, black flashes seem like, for most of the time, they do not finish fights. Even though the damage seems like it, like, the damage doesn't even, like, it's not like it even doubles. That's, it doesn't even double. It, like, it's like to the power of, it's exponentially stronger. But it's like so hard to gauge how much actual damage it does. But for most of the series, Black Flash does not finish fights. Alright, now looks like Myth made it to the flashback of everyone yapping about the soul. Chozo and Akari with the others talking about how to use RCT and countermeasures for domain. I bet this is very interesting. Hey chat, you excited for Jump Kaisen leaks? He didn't get a new domain. This is still Malevolent Shrine, so it looks new, but this is still just his Malevolent Shrine, but obviously something is different about it. Okay, now Myamura posted. Now we actually get context. Oh, he already posted, but gives real context. Chapter begins with narrator explaining that after hitting 2 black flashes, Gojo constructed a special RCT circuit due to him being in an awakened state. Sukuna was also supposed to regenerate all of his arms, but due to Yuji's 7 black flashes, he couldn't gain his RCT output. But The narrator mentions that Yuji specifically hit Black Flashes right in between Sukuna and Megami's soul realms. Alright, so his Black Flashes were still shaking the soul, which is amazing. Maybe only half manifested because of one hand. Myamura's out. It's gotta take like a year for Sukuna to die. Hey, Fufu, what's going on, man? Got the whole squad coming to hear this stream. Alright, looks like they continue discussing. It always feels like Myamura is always like delayed, but they come in at like the right time. I don't even know how to put it. Alright, so that's all Myamura had then. This other leak, not this leaker. This other leaker has this page. This other leaker doesn't even say anything. They just post the panel and say the most obvious thing. Could it be that with absorbing Megami, officially it changed his domain and 10 shadows got absorbed into the domain? Or could it be an issue of the same side hands? It's like it's glitching. Stefan, that is a very, very interesting thought. Because this domain, no, let me actually go back to the picture. This domain, what in the world? Back to the actual picture. This domain looks like, it looks like Megami's shadow from chapter, what was that, like, it was like 171. When Megami used his Chimera Shadow Garden, it looks like the skeleton that was emerging, and now it looks a little bit complete, and it's like an amalgamation, or like quote unquote a chimera of multiple things. And it even looks like it has on the top here, it has like a construct of like the shrine temple or something like that. But it's interesting. So I don't know why it's like a curse. The only reason I could think is that it'd be like a chimera. But why would it be integrated into Sukuna's technique? It literally has to be something to do with Megami. If that's the case, if it is like a chimera curse or something like that. I think that's just the amount of cursed energy Miguel sensing. The injured jester hands crossed, not the fingers. Okay. So it's incomplete. What did Myamura say anything yet? Sukuna instantly uses Malevolent Shrine. Man. Chapter 171. That's what I'm thinking right now. Is this like something to do with Mega? Because this really does look like Megami's shadow. At least the lower half does. Let me see if I can find an image of it. I think it was 171. Some of you guys mentioned it as well. No, 170. Yeah. I think the more shadow-like image is at the end of 170. Yeah, it kind of looks like this thing. But now it's complete. Because why else would it have a skeleton? Is it just... It looks like a fusion between Malevolent Shrine and Chimera Shadow Garden. Yes, hopefully Mahoraga doesn't come out, because it's no stopping that. But we didn't see anything like that this chapter. It's just Malevolent Shrine slashes, and Sukuna's about to use Fuga just like he did against Mahoraga. What's really about to be crazy is when Yuji survives this, because I think Yuji is going to survive this encounter, but That's about to be insane. He basically survived the Maharaga extinction move. It's crazy enough he'd survive the slashes, the dismantle, and the cleaves from Malevolent Shrine. And this is like a real. This output is real. Like you don't unleash a domain and have low output. This is real output. I'd say this is more like the one that was used in Shibuya. And Yuji, he gets heavily damaged, but he only loses his leg. But the heaviest injury is his leg. At full output, Yuji dies. I mean, how do you use a domain at half output though? Even if you are weakened. I don't think output is Gojo level. The king's domain had returned to its master. Do we at least think this Sukuna's output after regaining some of his RCT and output from Black Flash? Is this Sukuna on the level or higher of like 15 fingers? I want to know what you guys in chat think. And thank you all my subs for being my best of friends, my brothers. Moreover, without losing output, Sukuna reproduce Divine Dog. One leaker posted its Chimera Shadow and Sukuna's the combined. Oh man. It's just reveal after reveal after reveal. The king's domain has returned to its master along with the black sparks, man. This is insanity. What does it mean, domain clash? Oh, this is his simple domain. This is just, I have no words. This is just beautiful. The way this domain is like an amalgamation, the environment being destroyed, Yuji facing off against this this epic power, it's crazy. Lower than 15, definitely. Maybe 13, 15 finger level. That Sukuna is still over 15 finger level. Probably 18 fingers. I don't think there's any way to know for real. I personally think it's over 15 fingers in terms of this Sukuna. The link not working. Yeah, the links, it was working earlier, but yeah, that link's not working anymore. I don't know if the page is overloaded or something, but it was working earlier. I tried it, but yeah. A domain expansion after eating 7 black flashes is crazy. And it was not even 7, 8. At least if you combine all 3 of these 3 of the last chapters. Or maybe it's not an amalgamation, it's just Sukuna's awakened domain. Yeah, because this is a complete Sukuna, so it might just be his full power. A typhoon. Man, it's so hard to like know which leaker is. Over here got 3 leakers. A typhoon in the entire area reduces it to crumbs. I didn't see this page. Oh, I forgot everyone's here as well. He's using simple domain too. Oh, snap. What? Is Maki... Is this Maki, right? What is Maki doing? Nah, something's weird happening here, y'all. Because Ino is doing something to block the debris or whatever. Chozo's also doing something. And there's All four of them have some kanji over their panels. Maki just slicing. Why do all four of them have? What are they saying? I don't know. What are they yapping about? Even if I had some sort of clue. Be patient. They're waiting on something. Maki just parrying the rubble is crazy. Bro looks like this new domain is more worse than Malevolent Shrine. I mean, honestly, Malevolent Shrine hasn't been recently and hasn't been killing a whole lot of people. But it's because we've been shown so many countermeasures and everything, but we have no way to know like how powerful this is yet. It looks pretty powerful. It looks like the same as Malevolent Shrine. All right, let me see if Myamura got some more context. It looks like they did post another page a minute ago. If I could straighten it out. He regains his domain. Everything surrounding Sukuna starts to get slashed. The narrator says, despite including uncertain elements and including binding vows, Ryoma Sukuna had replicated Malevolent Shrine. Replicated. Without dropping its effective range or output after experiencing the Black Flash. That's very interesting. He replicated Malevolent Shrine without dropping its effective range or output after experiencing Black Flash. They're saying Tairu, kind of like saying resist. Okay, that makes sense. They're like, it's like they're saying keep strong. That's interesting. Like saying hold the line. So it looks like Maki's just parrying crap, and the rest of the sorcerers seem like they're doing simple domain. Or at least they have to be, if they're just parrying everything without touching it. Yuji crashes. Back to... yeah. Okay, so after all of them hold strong, his symbol domain was, I think this is symbol domain. It cracks, of course, because it's an open barrier. And Yuji is hit with the full barrage of Malevolent Shrine, or this Malevolent copied shrine. His leg comes off. Yuji gets back up. And I think this is when he gets hit with the fire arrow, or is about to. Miwa is projecting Maki with simple domain. Yeah, I don't know what Maki's doing in that panel. I don't even know if they're in the range, but it seems like they'd have to be since they're pretty close to Yuji. And this is still the effective range like it was in Sukuna, like it was in Shibuya, so... what's that like? What was the one in Shibuya? It was like a 400... it was like a diameter of 400 meters or something like that. It was a radius of 200 if I'm not mistaken. Neither English nor Japanese are my native tongues, but sometimes my extremely poor hiragana knowledge comes in clutch. LOL. Yeah, it seemed like they were saying something like what you were saying, Marcio. The arrow gets stopped by Big Braza. That'd be something, Marvolo. 200 meter. That was its radius though, right? The radius was 200 meters. Its diameter is 400, right? Is that how math works, chat? Is that how it works? Did education fail me? Did my school system fail me? The math not mathing. Okay. It's a 400 diameter. Flash. Okay, now Myamura is back. Now we can see if the math's mathing. Everything surrounding Sukuna gets slashed. We saw that before. The flashback. Hikari says it's important to learn reverse curse technique and countermeasures to domain for this fight. Chozo says if it's about reverse curse technique, he and Yuji can manage somehow. Yuji wonders how. That is very interesting. So this must have been before or a little after Yuji learned his training. Yuji's not taking over. Not gonna lie, take off the video title. Oh yeah. What did I have, the Yuji takeover? Yeah, it's not Yuji takeover. I'm gonna keep it though. We're gonna keep the delusion, chat. Mia said he'd infuse Megami's shadow. I think I missed that. He infused. Instantly uses. Yeah, I missed it. If this is his new pant. No, I missed it. Sukuna Kaisen reloaded. Oh, the other Mia? The other Mia. There's only one Mia. Sukuna infused Megami's 10 Shadows technique into his own domain, and Chimera is finally formed behind him. So, chat, we were discussing this a little before because it looked like whatever cursed amalgamation thing that was looked like a completed Chimera from Megami's domain, but moreover, without losing output, Sukuna reproduced Megami's divine dog. Holy shit. Wow. This Mia is actually popping off low-key. Even fraud Mia's pop off. And they got good info, apparently. They got info even the real Mia missed. Or they didn't talk about yet. Okay, Chozo asked the RCT, this is the real Mia, asked the RCT users how do they compensate for the blood when they regenerate their body. Hikari and Yuta could not answer, but Shoko says she converts cursed energy into blood. Hikari says his reverse curse technique is automatic, and Yuta says he just goes by instinct. Yep. So that actually makes sense why Shoko answered, because I think it was pointed out by even Sukuna that her technique works differently than Sukuna's and Gojo's. Her RCT at least. But I guess it'd be a different feeling for every person. I mean, Hikari doesn't even know he doesn't even know RCT. His jackpot curse technique just does it for him. And apparently Yuta's just a prodigy where it just happens. Sukuna used Megami's domain as the canvas and painted his own technique into the canvas. Saku, I really like how you worded that. That was very well said. He used Chimera Shadow Garden as a canvas, and he painted on that canvas. I like how you worded that. J-Jo, bro, the flame arrow name is revealed. Kitchen hearth open means turning on. Turning on the kitchen. It might as well just be called oven. Bro, not even Madara / Aizen had this much plot, bruh. I don't even think it's like plot. This is just Sukuna cooking blue, bro. Just Unk doing Unk things. Now Sukuna about to cook some shit. He really cooking. Chozo says his body allows him to convert his cursed energy into blood, and if Yuji consumes his remaining brothers, he can give their cursed technique the same properties, as Chozo is able to convert cursed energy into blood. Yes, that's what death wombs can do. That's also probably why he's way better than the other Kamo in terms of his usage of blood manipulation. But that is interesting. I always wondered how blood manipulation would work as a RCT user, because you always can. Sometimes I thought blood manipulation would be useless, because if you had RCT, you wouldn't lose blood anyway, because you can regenerate your blood. But if you could not, bitch, you still have to use cursed energy. So it's like the same difference. Makes sense why they can. Regeneration. Yuji just got even more broken. But maybe it has something to do with the feeling of the cursed energy. But if Yuji consumes his remaining brothers, he can gain the cursed technique and the same properties. Chozo says the body allows him to convert cursed energy into blood. How do they compensate for their blood when they regenerate their body? I'm trying to understand what point Chozo's bringing out. Sukuna Sukuna must have gotten a useless apron technique. He is cooking though. Kamo bum ass, if he had RCT, would actually be decently strong. You know, Kamo is actually decently strong, but way more important than that, Kamo is very smart, because while everyone right now is fighting for their lives, Kamo is chilling with his family. So, you know who wins at the end. He may be a bum in some people's eyes, but you know he was a smart bum. This new info is not new. Chozo told this to Naoya though. Yes, that's what he did. That very battle. That's the only reason we know that how Chozo can convert his blood. Or convert cursed energy into blood. That's exactly why he's powerful as a death womb. A smart bum. Do you think Kamo bought the Mei pay-per-view for the Sukuna fight? Oh, definitely. He's probably watching on his phone right now. Kyle was right. Chocolate Thunder. What was he right about? What specific thing? I didn't miss anything yet. Enemy stand user Yuji's gonna get all of his brother's techniques. All right. Indeed. But this is what this like cursed energy conversion into blood. That's what the death paintings could do. That's like a. Isn't that like a innate thing that they do? To convert cursed energy into blood. But if it has something to do with his technique, then yeah. He made a theory about Yuji getting the Death Womb's abilities. I think, indeed, he was definitely cooking. It's weird how Shoko can turn cursed energy into blood. LO. Well, with reverse curse technique, you're recreating flesh, so you have to recreate blood vessels and blood and everything. You have to do all of that. So regenerating blood is like a must anyway. That's why I'm trying to get what Chozo was saying. Or the point. Because you have blood manipulation, it's like, so what? You still have, even if you don't have RCT, it's like, or even if you had RCT, what's the point of regenerating your blood if you have blood manipulation? What's the point of regenerating if you can do that with RCT anyway? Okay, now Mia explains it further. Chozo says his body allows him to convert. No. I just saw the new post. Where is it? Chozo also says the downside of using RCT A large amount of cursed energy consumption is also not a concern for them, to him and Yuji, due to their special body. Interesting. So that kind of answers my question, because I was thinking like, what's if you can regenerate your blood with RCT, then what would you need blood manipulation for? But if it expends less energy, then it's worth it. Break next week, Uzumaki? Yeah, it should be a break next week, because it's like some sort of Japanese holiday, or what Mia was saying. They're built different. They certainly are. Blood brothers, definitely built different. I was low key about to say from different mothers, but it's very complicated how their mothers work, because technically Yuji's mother is the same as Chozo's father. So yeah, it's Golden Week. Yeah, that's what Mia said. Golden Week. I'm not really familiar with what that is. I think, what did Mia say about it? It was the celebration of 4 holidays observed at the end of April, beginning of May in Japan. The 4 holidays are Showa Day, Constitution Day, Greenery Day, Children's Day. All right. Sukuna used Fuga on Yuji. He's about to. We don't know what happens after that because the chapter ends. Come with me, enemy. About to pull up on Gege's house right now. Man, I think everybody about to pull up at his house. The way these chapters been going, he made a lot of enemies. But I'm all right. Gege's all right. I'm all right with him. Gege's been cool. I don't mind the Sukuna glaze. Sukuna, he's literally, as long as Sukuna's literally cooking, I don't mind it. And that's what he's been doing. Golden Week is kind of the only time they've got to rest in Japan. It's like a couple of days. That's crazy. Every 2 weeks they break. It's just blue balling. I bet Gege's loving that. He probably works during the break. Nah. He's got to give his work breaks in as well. Sukuna's gonna fry him, but then he's gonna regenerate. Okay. Yeah, obviously Yuji has to survive. I mean, come on, he just made it clear he's the MC. What else is gonna happen? Yuji domain? Well, if Yuji had a domain already, I think he would have used it. And based on what we're seeing right now, it would have to be, he would really have to learn the domain on the spot. And that doesn't seem very possible. Because he's using simple domain right now, which I'm pretty sure he practiced. And they talked about the countermeasure, so he definitely had it in mind. But using a whole fully fleshed out domain expansion, I don't know if Yuji's doing that. "90 seconds later, Mizushi collapses." Did I miss that? Is that something that's going to happen in the chapter? Body swap training. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm seeing it before my notification. Oh, there it is. Marvolo, thank you for the 5, man. Sukuna really said, "Fuck MI10," and pulled out Glaze My 10 Unreal. Glaze My 10. I forgot I had that Nobra thing too. Oh, that is hilarious. Glaze My 10. Yuji really got so much stronger. Holy cow. Oh, we can swap 2 people's. Wait, hold on. I'm reading the comments while I'm looking at the thing. Let me pay close attention to everyone's words. So Chozo asked Yuji to be paired with someone who can use RCT when they do body swapping training. Yuji is confused, and Yui reveals that with the help of his curse technique, he can even swap the souls between human beings. Why would Yui's technique help? All his technique does is teleport or spatial. Sukuna says something about spatial, I don't know, teleportation. Yui the goat. Yui's actually looking like the goat, especially how they're coming in clutch. All right, let me make sure I'm refreshed. So Yuji has been doing some special training, pairing up with, man, he can even swap the souls between human beings. I can't wait for this to come into play. Can't wait for it. Soul teleportation. Yui is the one swapping their souls. Pair with someone you can use. But how is Yuji able to use it then? Is it Yui's soul? That gets so much more confusing. Because I'm thinking about this Kusakabe scene. What was that, like chapter 222? I think. Maybe, probably, maybe. Yeah, it's this chapter. Fought Kusakabe, doing some training. Master it, Itadori. Kusakabe says, yes, sir. And that's very out of character for Kusakabe's soul. It looked like Yuji's soul swapped in that situation. But now it's a little bit of new info. Okay, another leak. Kusakabe says, since Sukuna took over Yuji's body and used this curse technique, Yuji's body now remembers Jujutsu of a special grade. So they plan to do the same with soul swap training. Kusakabe will first swap with Yuji's soul to teach him basic cursed energy manipulation and simple domain to Yuji's body. Oh my gosh. Just switch souls with Yuta. Do they even understand the assignment? That's how they cheated? You guys understand. Yui asked them to think wisely about making pairs for soul swap training because with the limit of 1 month, he can only swap twice in this duration. And you chose Kusakabe? Switch with Gojo? Yes, please. Where was all this prep at? Yui's the GOAT. Kusakabe and Gojo. I wonder if they did switch with... Who's the other person they switched with if other than Kusakabe? Kusakabe says, since Sukuna took over Yuji's body and used his curse technique, Yuji's body remembers, so they plan to do this soul swap training. What in the world? I'm still trying to figure out if this is Yui's power. Yuji's confused. Yui reveals that with the help of his curse technique, he can even swap souls between human beings. Be real nice to have context with that. Why is that his power? With the help of his curse technique, he can swap souls between human beings. So what is Yuji doing in that? Is he just like a conduit? Basics are important. That's why they use Kusakabe. I guess really Kusakabe would be, yeah, he'd be very good at fundamentals. So it'd be like so it's almost like reminds me of like Rogue from X-Men to take others' abilities when they, like, to touch them basically. it almost like similar in that manner. Make sure I have copy there up to date, but it's yeah, it's a lot to take in because now it's not even Yuji's ability to soul swap, at least not to swap with human beings. Yuji can still, he's able to shake the soul and access people's soul like almost like Mahito was doing. Yeah, too much messing with the soul going on this latter half of the arc. Okay, looks like Myamura posted again. Let me see if I could copy this link. Copy this link to his yeah. All right. Yuji uses new shadow style symbol domain against Sukuna's domain. Yuji notices that Sukuna's domain is incomplete and there is some loophole so he can endure it. Chat, are you guys from the future or something? Because right at the start of the stream, you guys were saying Sukuna's domain is incomplete. Do you guys read Japanese or something like that, chat? Because we didn't have translations yet, and y'all were already saying it was incomplete. I can read. I knew it. Oh, bro, it's Uzumaki, you can read it? Google Translate? Oh, okay. So you guys you can get bits and pieces from that. He doesn't have both hand signs that make a seal of his domain. Yes. But when I was thinking about that incomplete seal, at the same time, I was thinking about, like, at the end of the day, this is still Sukuna. Like, Sukuna could literally use Gojo's infinite void, and I wouldn't even be phased. I'll be like, yep, it's Sukuna. He could just get away with it. So, his being incomplete isn't that surprising, but at the same time, I was like, if it was a fully manifested, fully complete domain, he wouldn't put it past him. Sukuna's domain is incomplete, and there's some loophole, so he can endure it. So apparently it is like, I'm not how much sure if it's weaker, but the loophole is that he can endure this domain. At least he thinks he can. Hikari is asleep. That's hilarious. Good enough to translate the Twitter. I'll just pray until TCB scans come out. Yeah, that's basically what you have to do. Everybody here is fluent in Japanese except you, enemy stand user. You gotta catch up. Apparently, I gotta learn kanji and harugana and all that. It's too small to read. I mean, if you have the pages yourself, you'll be able to read it, but the furigana, man, see, I didn't even know that. Furigana. I don't even know the difference. The katakana, furigana, harugana. Katakana is hard. I don't know. It's all hard to me. One day, chat. One day we'll understand. I was going to mention something about the Duolingo. Does Duolingo even do Japanese? I disagree. He'll probably do a binding vow to summon it with one hand, but incomplete. What does Yuji do? Yuji uses new shadow style symbol domain against Sukuna. There's a loophole. Man. Why didn't considering their plan, why didn't Sukuna or Yuji swap with someone who had a domain or knew about the barrier technique? He should have known about Malevolent or already had the information of Malevolent Shrine anyway engraved into his body, since it's literally his technique. So all he needs to do is know how to apply it to a barrier, even if it's like a closed barrier. Duolingo helps. Nah, it's just 2500 kanji. It's fine. Furigana and hiragana, rounded letters on top of kanji. Normally, it's to make them easier to read. Yeah, that's interesting. Marcio. Katakana, Furigana, and Mahoraka. Oh man, you guys are really smart in chat, bro. It couldn't be me learning all that language. Though I am very interested, so you know, who knows, chat, eventually. Even if he could use a domain, the more refined one wins, so he couldn't cancel out Sukuna's domain. That's true. But it would be very interesting to see a domain clash. I can't lie about that much. Alright, did he post a new panel? Far into this. Narrator reveals Sukuna can't maintain this high-level domain for a long time, and also can't capture Maki. Cannot capture Maki, who has no cursed energy within his domain. Oh my gosh. So all that talk about Maki being susceptible to the domain because Malevolent Shrine can still hurt things, including inanimate objects, just does not apply right now. Maki top 5. You can't hold her back. That's cap. Is this propaganda? I mean, I'm not mad at it. As a Maki fan, this is amazing. Maki top 5. The power of Gyat. That is amazing. Maki, who has no cursed energy. This is an absolute win. Toji over 15 fingers Sukuna. Time to push the agenda. At the end of the day, all we have are agendas, guys. So push whatever agendas you want. What if they did a 3-way domain battle to make everything unstable and fall apart? That would cost a lot of energy, though. It would. Who's left to do a domain? Who? Because it'd be Yuji, Sukuna. Who else is here? Like Chozo? Ino? Who else is here that would be able to do a domain? Do you think he swapped with Gojo? I hope he swapped with someone powerful. Bro swapped with Panda. Like, what? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Do you think he's the Chimera thing looks like merge Tengen? At first, my first thought was thinking of Tengen, but I think we're gonna save the Tengen stuff in the merger with later. What do you mean Sukuna can't catch Maki because she has no cursed energy? What about the building? LOL. Yes. What about that famous panel? What even is that? What chapter even was that? It was like 120, like 119. Wasn't even 120 yet. 119, 118. When it explained the short hit. I mean, it could have something to do with the loophole happening right now, but they didn't mention nothing about the loophole at this moment. They mentioned because she has no cursed energy. For anything with cursed energy, cleave. For inanimate objects, dismantle. Man, I bet Toji Scale are having a blast with that. We're cooked. Bro swapped with Miwa. Yuji probably swapped with Miwa. Why would you swap with Miwa if he already swapped with Kusakabe? Chozo is still concerned about his little bro. He shouts Yuji. Oh my gosh. I really hope these translations clear some of this stuff up. I'm pretty sure it's true though, because this is a pretty huge detail. Oh, I missed this. I missed this part. I missed it. Sukuna's malevolent shrine will collapse after 99 seconds. Yuji, Maki, Ino, Chozo tries to endure the rampage. So it collapses because Sukuna is, man, still malfunctioning shrine. Sukuna can't maintain his high level domain for a long time. Man, this shrine is malfunctioning all the way. You got bums like I don't even want to say bums like Ino because Ino is pretty goated right now, but bro, he really got bums like Ino in this domain. Can't even catch Maki in the domain. Chozo's living for some reason. I don't even think it was explained if he had simple domain or whatever. Chill on my king. Is it open or closed barrier? It's definitely open. If it gets closed, that Maki can't be caught, but with open barrier, bruh. Sukuna hasn't used the closed barrier unless that one time he mentioned it against Gojo. It doesn't seem like there'd be a point to using a closed one. The range would be more greater. Some people are putting Yuji above Yuta right now. I believe it. Yuji, not that I believe the scaling, but I believe that Yuji hype is you can't control the motion. Maki got Miwa protecting her with simple domain, LOL. I mean, what does it matter when Sukuna can't hit Maki anyway? Like how bro thinking about Maki as no cursed energy. Literally dismantle targets anything inanimate. Like Maki isn't considered the same as a building. Yuji's simple domain barrier cracks as it couldn't withstand Sukuna's domain slashes. And see, this also confirms that it's an open domain as well, because the only time a simple domain would crack is if it was getting bombarded by an open barrier with no barrier wall. Yuji gets slashed, he loses his left foot, but then he's still unfazed. He notices the slashes stops, thinks they endured the onslaught, but alright. Did he smile? Oh no, he's looking at his doom. He cannot maintain his domain. But Sukuna got hit with 8 black flashes last chapter. Oh, you're saying someone else. Bro, Hikari stocks are plummeting right now. Yuji and Maki are clear. I also refuse to believe Yuta hasn't copied Boogie Woogie or Hakuna Lata. Oh, that's Miguel's technique. Okay. Let's hope the translations clear up everything. I smell a lot of mistakes. I think there's some pretty big stuff here that would be like hard to get wrong. Like the stuff about Maki having no cursed energy, I guess that have to do with context about Sukuna having a loophole in his domain, or even if the loophole thing is correct either, but we're gonna see. And I don't think this Myamura mentioned anything about Chimera Shadow Garden either, but the other Myamura did. As crazy as that sounds. In your opinion, what do you think the chances are for a Gojo revival? In my honest opinion, the chances for a Gojo revival are about 3% out of 100. 3%. There's 3% hope. That's at least what I think. Yuta is top 3. Fuck you mean? Yuta's a bum. Bro, we got the... And it ends a chapter with Sukuna using open. The flames of hell. Oh, man. Nah, 103%. It's never Gojo over Copium. I'm not buying it. First of all, I'm not even sure how good Gojo's revival would be. Not for the situation, but for the story. Because it seems like even though his death still doesn't sit right, it felt pretty final. Rip Yuji? Nah, Yuji isn't dead. He's the main character. He's living. What are you guys talking about? Is Malevolent Shrine fused with 10 Shadows? I think so. Myamura didn't say anything about it, but what was that other Myamura I was following? Let me see. The other Mia. No, go to history. JJK. But I'm pretty sure the domain Sukuna's using is kind of like a entirely new thing. Well, not entirely new, but like it's like evolved or adapted. But apparently it's still incomplete. What did they say? Yeah, this Mia said Sukuna infused Megami's soul, Megami's 10 shadows technique into his own domain. Chimera is finally formed behind him. Moreover, without losing output, Sukuna reproduced Megami's divine dog. So apparently that giant thing is divine dog? I don't know if that's correct, but Sukuna stay cheating. I see the limits of Sukuna now. He'll get cooked in an epic way. Hopefully, Marcio, hopefully he gets cooked. That's the goal. His run has been going on for too long now. I'm pretty sure there's a break next week. I'm waiting to see if there's an editor's note. What are we like? Hour 30 in? 2 hours? An hour 30. New page? I thought this was the last page. I think it is the last page. Okay. Yep, it's the last one. If Yuji dies next chapter, I'm going to be upset. Is that all you're going to be? Just upset? I'd be furious, but you know, it's Yuji. He's the MC. I mean, he just got his Ichigo, like, he's half of this, half that, half everything. He just got his full power reveal, so Yuji has so much more to cook up. I miss our glorious blue-eyed king, but I believe Yuji will die at some point because his grandfather said when he goes to be surrounded by people he loves. Yeah, he might die, but I think Yuji will die. If he does, he'll sacrifice his life taking down Sukuna. At least. Or at least, like, I wouldn't like it, but if he sacrifices his life to kill Sukuna and save Megami. I kind of don't like that because Megami, he's not, right now, as a character, he's not in my most favorable position because he's kind of sorry right now. It's understandable. But Megami has been selling a lot. But we're gonna see. Throughout heaven and earth, Sukuna stands alone at the top, the divine one. The soul swap wasn't just brought up for nothing. It'll save everyone from the flames. Yeah, Yuji and the soul, he's about to cook up something that we have never seen before, and it's very important. Like you were saying, Marcio, they don't bring that up for nothing. I think there's a saying like Tarkov's gun or Chekhov's gun. I'm probably saying that, butchering that completely. But it's when they bring something up in the story and it will 100% matter later because it is definitely Chekhov's. But it's something that will matter later. If I'm remembering it right. If I was to rate this chapter was a solid 9. Even though it was a lot of Sukuna glaze, it was very interesting glaze. And there's a lot. I like when there's a lot of yapping because that means there's a lot of things being explained. I mean, here, we don't even know if this translation is correct, but it's saying that Maki can not get hit with Sukuna's domain. And it looks like they're yapping about the soul swap training with Yui able to swap souls, help swap souls between human beings. Chozo talking about RCT and the benefits of blood manipulation compared to like the benefits compared to a RCT user. It's a lot of good stuff this chapter. That's why I give it like a solid 9. And Sukuna used new techniques, or at least a new aspect of his domain, and he uses Fuga, which we have been waiting on for a very, very long time. Okay, the editor's comment. Flames of certain death closes in. Yeah, Gege cooked this chapter. I can't even lie. Flames of certain death closes in. That's kind of hard. Oh, damn it. Y'all think... No way some of y'all think Yuji's gonna die. Certain death, it's raps. Imagine Yuji just dies next chapter. That's so wacky. I mean, someone else can die. Like Ino Chozo. Even though, man, guys, if Maki died, I would flip out, bro. I don't know what I would do if Maki died. But all those characters have possibility of dying, but Yuji's definitely not happening. Even if he actually quote unquote dies, Yuji's still coming back. Some type of way. The translation make it seem like Yui's curse technique. Yeah, at least Myamura's translation. Where was that? At anyone but Yuji and maybe that Shiesty sorcerer. Honestly, the Shiesty seems like one of the first ones on the chopping block to me, but to each their own. What is that? Mui can die. He served his purpose. Are you talking about the child? Don't kill him off. Yui will swap Gojo's dead body to... Actually, why do they have Gojo's dead body? That's also very interesting. Why are they collecting all these corpses for? What is it for? It's too early to mourn them. Are they like... They're not doing some type of Edo Tensei, are they? They're not bringing them back to life, are they? Nah, they couldn't be. Because I'm sitting here wondering why they're bringing back all these... why Yui bringing back all these corpses. It's like, for what reason? Yeah. Because he took Haguruma's corpse. Then Sukuna mentions they took Gojo's. It's like, what are they doing? Even Sukuna wonders, like, Shoko, her reverse curse technique isn't that powerful to use on another person. And it's different than his and Gojo's. And yeah, he's just wondering. He's like, why are they doing this? So this also is another thing where it has to be explained. Funeral or stop them from being eaten by Sukuna. But even if Sukuna was to eat them, I don't think they have that type of information on Sukuna where they would know how he gets his power. If he gets his power from eating things, but I guess that they just collecting their bodies. I got an idea. They can swap souls into new bodies or even put the soul in the bodies. So the soul of those... Okay, that's pretty crazy. They put the soul of the other body, of the dead body, into another one. I don't think any of them are dead aside from Kashimo, so I'd imagine they're all coming back. Man, that'd be some crazy. A Gojo comeback would literally break the internet. And I do not say that lightly. A Gojo comeback or a Nobara comeback would break the community. I mean, it'd just be chaos. People would be calling it bad, praising it, crying, screaming. Someone probably get shot over it. I don't know. It'd be crazy. And I'm not even joking. They about to make a new panda. If Nobara came back, then I don't know why doesn't come back, then I don't know why Gege chose to never reveal it. Yeah. It already doesn't seem like it's very likely, but it just seems like it's too late in the game for all these. Or maybe it's never too late, but I don't know. But to me, it seems like we're very far into the, very far into the climax of the series, just so all these characters can come back. But, if you ask someone else, this might be the perfect time. I won't defend JJK if that happens. Yeah, it's stuff like that happens, it's gonna be chaos. Going to be literally insane. But it's like we're running out of characters. If Sukuna keeps killing people, or keeps taking them out, we're running out of useful characters. So something's got to change. Man, Sukuna has just been dominating. And it looks like there is going to be a break next week. So it's going to be crazy. So, my brothers and sisters, look forward to my review coming up soon. I might do spoilers if I have time, but I think it's more likely that I'm going to review the official translation so we have more accurate information. And I'll definitely make some more auxiliary videos that go along with it. I really want to lock in, catch up with that content so you guys stay informed and stay busy with all this stuff happening with Jujutsu Kaisen. But I'm going to see you guys in the next one. It's been fun being with all you guys. I see you in chat. Fufu, Marcio, Marvolo. Good seeing all you guys. Saku, all you guys on stream. It's been an absolute blast. Definitely want to stream more. I mention this every dang stream I do, but it's a ton of fun hanging out with you people. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys look out for my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Peace out.